Om Shanti. Method to attain success in service. Do you experience being compelled to speak simply because of service? Correct, right? When service finishes, the stage of coming into sound will also finish. The time when service will finish, the stage of coming into sound will also finish. A party from Bombay was taking direction from Bap Data about a conference that was to take place there. What speciality is needed in the service that you are doing nowadays? You have been giving lectures for many years anyway, but what Avyakt consciousness do you now have to fill the lectures with so that while you are speaking, everyone has the experience that you are speaking in a bodiless stage beyond sound. And now there should be this newness in the conference. Those speakers should appear to be visibly different from the Brahmin speaker, even from a distance. Only then will the conference be successful. Even if a new person comes into gathering, he should have the feeling, even from a distance, that the speaker is a unique person. Others have the power of speech. That simply remains a pleasure for the ears. However, whatever you say while stable in a Avyakt state should not only be pleasing to the ears, but it should also be pleasing to the mind. Now, this is only required. More than words and more than pleasing to ears, it should give them some experience. There are many who relate these things that simply please the ears, but until now, there has been no one in the world who can give that sweetness to the mind. Father has revealed himself to you children, but you children now have to be revealed to the world outside. So this conference should not take place in an ordinary way. Also mentioned in the meeting that the picture should also seem to be alive. Just as the living being makes the corporeal feeling clear, in the same way, the picture should become alive and grant visions. When a picture is felt like it reveals real feeling and is liked by everyone, it is not a question of superficial art, but the superficial, the internal should be the same. Bapdada wishes to see this newness. Speaking less should in itself perform a great task. This is the system and custom of Brahmins. Pay attention to how you can make this conference unique. There should be a subtle life in the images too, so that people are able to feel that from distance. However, how will so many subjects be created? The subjects that are created are not created just through words, but through the internal stage. Only that is called experience of internal happiness. All of you have been seeing the result of now of how those who came through the Avyakt stage have continued to move along easily from the beginning and are free from obstacles. However, it is seen that those who have continued to move along on the basis of something else as well as Avyakt stage have had many obstacles and difficulty etc and have had to make hard effort. Therefore, now creates a subject who on the basis of foundation of an Avyakt state easily attain their aim in a shorter time. To the extent that you remain an easy effort maker and in Avyakt powerful stage, so you will be able to make others similar to yourself. So we shall now see the result of this conference. The conference can be on any topic, but your stage should be on the top level. If your stage is of the top level, You can adjust the topic accordingly. Success does not depend on the lectures but on your stage. Lectures mean being an expert in the use of language, and there are many such people in the world, but you are the only ones who will give the experience of the power within the soul. So you now have to bring about this newness. When you perform any task, it is first essential to make the atmosphere subtle, just as you pay attention to all the other decoration. In the same way, this is the main decoration. However, what happens is that while you are moving along, there's too much extroversion. Therefore, because of last atmosphere, you do not have the result that you want. You people think a great deal, we will do this, we will do like this, but at the last moment, while seeing the task, you come into the extroversion anyway. Those who listen say at the same time that it is very good, but then they too quickly become extroverted. This is why you should have such program that anyone who comes first experience the subtle influence. This is the method for success of the conference. You will have to create the atmosphere a few days prior to the conference. It isn't that you have to create it on just that day. Only when you purify the atmosphere will newness be visible. You were able to see the spirituality in the corporeal body even from the distance, were you not? So there should be spirituality visible in the corporeal bodies of the children. So if the result of press conference is good, you can go ahead with the conference, but you first have to meet them and make them your helpers. This is very essential. Makes a lot of difference whether you make them do something at the time of need or you make them your own helper before the time of need. Mostly attention is paid at the appropriate time. Now, if you keep the line of your intellect clear, everything will become clear. Just as in your exhibition, you receive an answer when you put the switch on. In the same way, when the line of effort is clear, as soon as you press the switch of thoughts, that too happens practically. You will continue to have such an experience. You simply need the power to control waste thought because of having waste thought, whether you call it original inspiration from Baptata or a pure response you receive, they become mixed because there are too many waste thoughts. If you have the power to control wasteful thoughts, you will be able to see the response clearly. In the same way, if the intellect is a translate, then every response becomes clear and accurate, not mixed. Those who do not have wasteful thought can increase their Avyakt stage a lot more. You should have pure thoughts, but you must also have pure power to control them. In the majority of you, the storm of waste thoughts are greater. Before you begin a task, a very good sample is created. Keep the sample of this conference in front of everyone. Give the experience of Avyakt stage. Everyone should see the clock of the time in your activity. You are going as the clock of time. Just as Sakar Baba become the clock of time, in the same way, while having a body, you have to strike the hour of Avyakt stage. This is the best service of all. You have to teach everyone the practical lesson of the experience of Avyakt stage while in the corporeal body. Acha. So this is very deep. Murli will keep here and will churn on it. Do churn on it. What is the meaning? How Baba is asking to do the seva. Even I will. So intellect should be translate. Then every response become clear and accurate. And for this, there should not be any wistful thought. Have to practice this. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya.